always a routine. That's the thing that people I think forget about that. Well, not forget about, but you don't even know. So many people's morning time, they don't own it, right? It is kind of just, well, one morning I'll do this, the other morning I kind of feel like doing this.
I'll get up at 9. I'll get up at 7. There's no,
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to it. And that sort of kind of, I guess, unorganized morning to me, because I'm the same way, that just like sets the tone for what the rest of my day is going to look like,
yeah,
And the rest of my day is, we're both in real estate, is never organized,
yeah,
right?
chaos.
It's chaos, controlled chaos, but chaos none the same.
Yeah,
It's like a nuclear explosion, right? It's intentional. But when you're deliberate of it, happens inside. It's like just chaos bouncing off everything, right? And without that morning, I mean, my kids would ask me, "Can I go to the gym with you?" I'm like, No, you can't." And it's not because I don't love you or want to spend time with you. It's because that time is the only time where I can control the chaos, right? Like, I feel like that centers me,
yeah.
you know?
I would almost, and I hate to steal a word, but I feel like that time is a sacred time.
It is.
And I would like to take my girls to the gym, but I would do it in the afternoon with them. Like, let's learn how to work out.
Yep.
But this isn't. It's not about picking up heavy things.
No.
It's a cool side effect that you can build muscle and tone your body. But if I do something hard in the morning, work out, then there's nothing else that someone can throw at me throughout the day that's going to be harder than what I've accomplished. When I walk out of the gym, I've done my hard.
Yeah.
And that's what it is choosing your hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And it starts with, I'm saying it starts with when you go to bed. The hardest part, I think people want to stay up and do things, and it takes discipline. It's hard to go to bed at a normal hour because it's really hard to wake up with enough time to be able to accomplish your routine,
Yeah.
right? So, like, people say, "Well, I can't get up in the morning." Okay, well, they need to focus on when you went to bed,
Yeah.
right? There's always something when I'm dealing with my mental health. There's some I can drill down if I'm with it enough. I can drill down and say, like, okay, I'm having a hard time getting to the gym. Why is that? Having a hard time waking up. Why is that? I'm having a hard time going to bed. Why is that? Right. And so I could kind of reverse engineer, and I could then pinpoint, well, it's because you're drinking caffeine after a certain period of time,
Mm,
or your CPAP isn't working properly. Like, maybe you should check that. Right. I can start sort of troubleshooting
mm,
the Chevy,
mhm.
the old Chevy,
That's right.
so that when I do start it up in the morning, it's more optimal, right? It's working better.
That's good.
But I have to reverse engineer it. Otherwise, I'm just like sort of, well, why is my routine off? I'm trying to do it, but why is it off? Well, you're staying up till 11 instead of going to bed at 9:30 or
Yeah.
10 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah. I have an alarm that's set at 8 o'clock. I like to be in bed by as close to 9 as possible. So at 8 o'clock starts golden hour. You ever heard about golden hour?
Mm.
It's been a game changer. Golden hour is phones are off. We're winding down. I have a little one in my house. We're winding down. We're getting ready. We're getting our jams on. We turn off the TV. We read a book. We connect. There's an hour of getting ready to go to bed, getting ready to rest, getting ready to refuel and to build your health again. And golden hour is also a sacred time. When that alarm goes off, I don't care if we're in the middle of a movie, it's time to turn the TV off and get a couple books. Let's read some books, or you read your book. You should be reading a book anyway. You should be reading something. It's either self-help or even fiction. It doesn't matter. But turn your brain off for a second. I put together my MVP at night during the golden hour. My MVP is a mini business plan. It's a little 3x5 card. I do that for you.
Yeah,
That's it. I carry it with me everywhere. I'm old school. You do this electronically. But if you see there's two different colors of ink on here, this is what I wrote down this morning of stuff that I remembered I needed to do. This is stuff that I didn't want to think about as I was falling asleep because I'm going to think, I need to call Eric. I need to call Eric. I need to call Eric. I need to have a hard conversation about those repairs. The other people don't want to do. I have the conversation. And, we're the only animal that ruminates like we do. We spend time having conversations that never happen and worrying about things that never really come about. So I put it on the MVP. Um, I needed I need to cancel this with Kate. I had it at a point, and I know she's going to get upset about it, but we're canceling it. This and that. Like there's 5 things on here on my MVP. My MVP is a non-negotiable. If I write it on here before I can fall asleep, before golden hour happens, it's done.
Mm,
Non-negotiable.
yeah.
If I write, and then I sometimes it's silly things. I go to the dry cleaner because I'm out of clothes. I'm out of shirts. I gotta go, but I've been putting it off and putting it off. If I put it on the MVP, it's gonna get done. Zig Ziglar says that salespeople spend all of their time at work thinking about what they wish they could be doing. And then when they're home or on vacation, they're thinking of all the time about what they should have done.
Mhm.
I want to remedy that by getting everything done, the big rocks, every day, no procrastination, nothing. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to put it out of my mind so that on the golden hour, I write it down. I'm putting my gym shoes out. I'm getting my shorts ready. So when I jump out of bed, I can look at this. And I'm like, okay, today, now I'm going to do it rather than fall asleep thinking about that hard phone call, that hard conversation, which might not be hard at all. The conversation that I had with Kate that I anticipated being difficult. She was like, okay, that works better for me too. You know what I mean? And I could have wasted a ton of emotional energy falling asleep worried about that conversation.
Right.
So it is about bookending the day with the golden hour and then getting up in the morning and being very intentional about it.